This is the place where I took my very first photo back on October 15, 2020, back when the game was simpler. All we had was Traveler, Amber, Kaya, and Lisa. Dragonspine still wasn't out yet, but all of us were just eager to explore this great new world called Teyvat. Now, 574 days later, and I can proudly say that I've been in Teyvat for a whole year. Find it kind of funny how I started this game. Excited to pour days, weeks, hours, enjoying every single minute of it, only for me to just stop for more than half a year. I was still new to the game, so I didn't know how much it actually offered yet, and I still had no college to worry about, and at that time, I had a mountain load of schoolwork to do. Thankfully, though, because of a meme I saw of Yanfei looking like Nadeshko from my favorite anime Eurocamp, I finally decided back in May of 2021 to come back to Genshin with one goal in mind: pull for Yanfei. Thankfully, at this time, my school year was already ending, and summer was finally upon me. The pandemic was still around in my country, so there wasn't really much for me to do but play games. But finally, I had all the time in the world to play Genshin, or more specifically, grind for Yanfei. In the end, though, I couldn't get her in the debut banner. But what I did get was a magical experience that I haven't experienced in such a long time. A magic that I thought I'd never see again after Breath of the Wild. The music, environment, the world quests, the lore, all these great things scattered all around this great world of Teyvat, waiting for me to uncover it and reveal its beauty. I still remember this one time when I was climbing Dragonspine and Fragile Fantasy started playing. It's a soft yet sorrowful song, and yet, the second half of it gave a glimmer of hope and glory. By this time, I already knew about the fallen adventurers who treaded the mountain, many of which had the goal of reaching the summit. And there I was, climbing this dangerous yet beautiful mountain. As the hopeful part of the song began to play, I looked forward, honored to be the one to reach the summit and finish what all the fallen could have not. Never thought I could feel so immersed in a game like I did that day. About a month later, 1.6 was released. By this time, I had already played Klee's story quest, and have already heard rumors from my friends that she was going to have a rerun banner in this version. So you could just imagine how excited I was to finally get Klee to come home to me. I knew it. I knew I had to get Klee, no matter what. This goal was even solidified thanks to the most wholesome event quest I've ever played, which was about Klee's great adventure to meet the great Dodo King. My goodness, I couldn't stop smiling throughout the final scene. It's just way too adorable and wholesome. Thankfully, after all the grinding I did throughout the event, Klee finally came home. and I made a video about it. You might know this to be my very first Genshin video, which is also my second most popular video, bombombakudan.exe. And that's where my comeback into YouTube finally began. I honestly didn't think making funny meme videos about Genshin was how I would grow my channel again. As the months went by, I just continued grinding for Genshin. Played the Archon Quest, explored Inazuma, played the events, and continued to make more Genshin videos for YouTube. Eventually, just like everyone else, Genshin went from a great main game to becoming a little side game that I played for a while after I was done with my schoolwork. While I still continued to play every single minute of it, my schoolwork at that time was so incredibly heavy that I couldn't really do much anymore but grind. Still remember when I set aside 3 days to not do my homework and focus on grinding for Raiden Shogun. Because of that, my exploration progress in Inazuma went from 20% in each of the 3 islands to 100% in all of them. And while I did enjoy every single minute of exploring and doing every single world quest, something felt missing. Somehow, the magic of just exploring without a care in the world was gone. I really wasn't sure how I lost the magic. Maybe it was because I was treating Genshin as a side game. Maybe it's because I was too busy with school. Maybe the game was too grindy, that exploring was the only thing I had to think about anymore. Maybe it's because I was pressured to make a new Genshin video. I didn't know. I didn't really mind much, but kind of felt bad that I wasn't enjoying myself as much as I did back in May of 2021. But after doing my daily grind one day and just walking around Liyue, not knowing what in the world I was doing, I suddenly found that magic again. 'So, why do I play Genshin Impact? Some would say it's because of the characters, and others would say it's the story, or the gameplay, or the gacha. Well, for me, it's because of Teyvat. It was this great, vast, beautiful world of magic, filled with deep lore and immersive music. I continued playing Genshin Impact because in this world, Teyvat, I could find adventure, wonders anywhere I go. I loved getting lost in the world without a care for where I was going, what I was doing. Whenever I'd see something that strikes me, or when a beautiful tune starts to play, I'd just admire the view and drown myself in its music. Teyvat is a world full of magic and wonders. Wherever you go, there's always something beautiful that will catch your eye. And as that beautiful, peaceful music starts to play, suddenly you're at peace. Nothing really matters. You're happy. Of course, I also play the game for Klee.